It's day 2 of the $1 million Clash Royale League World Finals. Today's Clash Royale, you have to compete against the best players in the world to actually get one of the biggest chances ever to get a golden ticket and qualify for the Clash Royale League monthly finals. So basically every one of the top 32 gets divided in like 8 different groups with 4 players, makes kind of sense. And at the end, you play against each other twice, so it's a double round robin. Not double round robin. Is it round robin? Oh yeah, I think it's a round robin. It's called round robin. So double round robin. So actually you face everyone or like each twice. And then at the end, just the number 1 player actually goes into the next round to the monthly final. So it's really, really hard. First of all, like the game from, or like the 1K players yesterday which had to compete. And then also the players today, which is absolutely incredible, right? So first of all, you had to play 10 games. Yesterday was like 7 hours of gameplay. You have to get to top 32 stage, and now you actually have to play against the best players in the world, and you have to actually win every single, not every single game. I think 4-2 is enough in most of the cases, but you have to play so well, get good matchups, get a bit lucky, and then you're just like in the top 8, bro, and then you play against actually really best players, and then you just need to get first to get the golden ticket. So this year's CRL is absolutely crazy. So look at this, bro. So like, we're playing a Pack Habitual deck against Sandbox, by the way. We have to win this game against Sandbox, and then one more game, and we're actually able to qualify. And we got absolutely incredible start there against Sandbox. In a matchup, I feel like this is not even the best matchup. And as you guys can see, I'm just going to go for the Ghost there because I know how low like the Sandbox is. And I was like kind of scared of a matchup like G-Scaly Guards, but I felt like, okay, I didn't play Packer before. But the start was so good. I think which kind of cost him the game at this kind of point was at the start was the Tesla. Tesla into the Wizard. Wizard was able to kill the Tesla really quickly. Then my Packer survived, or like my Packer was really tanky and just got so much value, especially with the guards that Tesla was out, and I could have zapped the guards there to kill that. And my Rambo, I just did a ton of work there together with the Packer, and also we spammed the guards there because I knew I had to kite with Wall Breaker, and now we're looking really well here. And I see Sandbox plays a really interesting and cool deck. I would say like a really interesting a Giant Skeleton, Wall Breaker, Log, Tesla control deck. So it's kind of similar to the Remy Alley deck, just with G-Scaly, I would say. So I'm actually trying to block the bridge, didn't really work out, so I have to go for my Packer there. Even not the best Packer of all time, I still think it will do the job. And bro, I'm honestly so hyped to play Clash Royale again. I know if you guys kind of feel that for you. For me, for you, it doesn't really matter. But for me personally, I'm just excited to play Clash Royale again with Princess Tower. For me, the meta changed a lot. I just have so much more fun playing it. I don't know, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. But I think Clash Royale is so much cooler with Princess Tower, and it just feels like so much better. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion on that, but I felt like the deck that just meta was just so dry, so annoying, and also the decks which are currently viable again. And like Hawk Rider is so good again. I mean, even maybe a bit too good. Maybe people are complaining too much about Hawk, or maybe people are like, I mean, maybe Hawk Rider is a bit too good if I want to say it like that. But I'm just like, we love to see like the old school control decks, and I'm just gonna go for my guards just to kite this. This is a 1-0. As I said, it's still best of 3, it's still duels format, so we have to keep going against one of the best players in the entire world. And the second game was actually a masterclass of a game, bro. That was an actually incredible game. I actually copied the deck from Mo, which he was using in his bracket. Mo, by the way, also of course qualified. And I'm also on the same, yeah. Like, oh, I don't want to spoiler, but I spoiled. No, but so I'm just gonna go for my Inferno Dragon there in the back, but most of you guys already know the wrestle, right? So let's go for my Inferno Dragon in the back here. And so like really interesting miner deck there. Miner control, we also have evolution skeletons, so not having evolution wall breaker, just Mo player like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna completely fine playing. So I'm just going for a really good poison there. Poison making sure to just like that we don't really take any damage besides like one bit of chip. And we're doing really well here. So he just goes in for Skatings. He kind of misplaced the Skatings. He could have pushed it a bit more to the side. So we have to be a bit careful there, because otherwise he's going to be able to get too much damage. And you're kind of going to see the Tesla nerf, in my opinion. All Tesla would have been able to survive and also kill the Skadies. So he has to go Bomber there. And as you guys can see, he's going to be able to get a bit of chip damage and actually takes the damage advantage here. So honestly, we got 2 great air counters with the Inferno Dragon and also of course the Tesla. And we also of course got poison. But I kind of want to use my Monk offensively, because my Monk does well against Skatings, but does well against Bomber. So I feel like Monk Inferno Dragon is actually one of the pushes I have to do. So I'm just going to go for my Inferno Dragon. They're really aggressive, because I kind of figure out most likely he doesn't have Zap in his deck, because he would have played already at the start. So I'm just going to go for this. I'm also going to use my ability there, because it kind of shows that he still has to play something against Inferno Dragon. As you guys can see, he has to go Void there, which is pretty expensive. So as you guys can see here, you're going to be able to get a ton of chip damage there with the miner, which is really nice. And I think I'm just going to go pressure again. And like, Man, it feels so good to that you're actually able to cycle mine on a tower naked again, bro. Just like to get some decent amount of chip damage. This is kind of what I missed having to see in Clash Royale, man. Against Dagger, just wasting a miner was basically like crazy. So I was like kind of putting lava on there, but still fine because he has to use his bomber. And as you guys can see here, so this is like a really great ability, right? So because I'm going to be able to get some tower chip, also kill the bomber. And have a bit more of tankage there. So my Fairing is going to be able to almost kill the Skelly Drakes, or at least like kill one of them. Let's go. And my Miner is going to be able to get once again a ton of chip damage. So I'm just going to go for my Tesla there. Doing a great job here. I'm just going to go cycle once again my World Breakers just to make sure I'm always keeping up the pressure and generate this positive elixir trades. This is what I want to do with the World Breakers. I'm not going to think about getting damage with them. Of course, it would be great. But mainly getting this. So I'm just going to go for a really good evolution skill and kind of block the void to make sure the Fairing stays alive. And also we do go for a great poison there. So this time I'm kind of like hoping that he maybe goes in soon for something, but I'm just going to go for this, which is still fine. Here I think I need to be a bit careful in case he goes like balloon because I don't have poison, but I can just go for my Founding there basically because this void is out of hand. So I have to go Monk there, of course. We all know that Monk is going to come down. Monk is going to do a good job there. And he has to go in this. I'm just going to go for my ability there. Now I'm just going to go Miner there. Miner's going to do a good job here. As you guys can see, we're going to be able to get so much value off them. I'm also going to take the poison there because why not, bro? Look at the poison wall we're going to be able to get. Kill the Skaterings, kill the Founding. I can just go for another void and just want to go for another Founding there. So I'm just going to Skeletons. He actually predicted that, which means I can just go for my Wall Breaker there to generate once again a positive elixir trade because his arrows are out, so he has to spend a Valk. And here actually I need to be careful because I just used my Tesla on the left hand side, so I know that I can actually go in for his balloon. So I'm actually trying to predict this. So here I'm just going to go for my there. I'm just going to go Skeletons. So using this because he can just go for a Void now. So I have to go Tesla really, really low there. Good, perfect Tesla placement, I would even say. We got a bit lucky there, not going to lie. So I'm just going to go for a Miner there just to make sure we kind of protect this. And we're doing such a great job of defending really, really well and exactly knowing what our opponent's playing there. We play a Cycle deck. We have the outplay potential. He does not have it with Lava Hound. So this is what we're trying to rely on. So let's go Wall Breaker instantly. Now I'm just going to go make sure to poison everything. He has to go once again for the negative elixir trade. And you guys can kind of count in the comment section how many times we actually got the positive elixir trades against him. I just felt like every single time we went for Wall Breakers, we got a positive elixir trade because the only really like even trade he has is against it. So I actually knew he would go all in, so I'm kind of waiting with my Tesla there, going for Skeletons, kind of delay everything. I'm just going to go for another Foundering there, going for my Wall Breaker just to pressure, and we're doing such a great job. I'm also able to cycle back to another Tesla. We're beating Sandbox, so we're one game away to qualify for the next stage to the monthly finals for the second time this year. Okay, next game here versus Lord Zap. So actually this is like a really interesting thing because I'm not gonna lie, guys, at this point Lord Zap was already out. It was just between me and Sandbox, so if I'm losing against Lord Zap there, it's actually not looking that great. But if I win, I'm in, right? Because I got the head-to-head tiebreak against Sandbox there because I won both games against him 2-0. So Lord Zap was basically out. He was still playing, but he was actually, and I don't want to criticize that because it's completely fine if he does that. But he's actually like giving no shit anymore. He doesn't give a fuck anymore, if I can really say it. He just goes in for a deck he likes to play, which is pretty obvious. Also, really obvious set. He played it before. But I didn't expect that, right, in this type of sequence, because if you're like in this type of pro-level gameplay and you're playing against the best Clash Royale players on Earth, you always think about, okay, he will never do the most obvious thing, right? And he just plays the most obvious deck he's known for, or like an obvious set. I saw him playing this a lot, like on ladder and so on. I was like, bro, he will never play his main deck now in CRL against me game 1 if he knows that I know that he plays this deck a lot. So yeah, I should have covered that because my deck doesn't do too well against that. He also plays Lightning, which makes it even more annoying with the Wizard and so on. Even, of course, the Wolf Wizard does pretty well against that. But just like look at the value the Fisherman will be able to get, bro, against my Mighty Man, against my Hawk Rider, against my Evolution Wizard. It's pretty, really annoying. So every time he plays Fisherman, basically, he will be able to get so much value. So I'm just going to have to go for my Mighty Man there. I mean, we're still looking fine, but I know it will be really hard for me to get any damage, especially because Hunter does also pretty well. And Ghost, in decent amount of sequences is pretty annoying. Also now we got somebody like saying in the comment in the Twitch chat, bro, I'm not even live streaming, bro. Why are you on my Twitch chat, bro? Get on live. No, of course, really nice that people are still watching me even I'm not live, so they're just watching the chat basically. So I'm just gonna go for my Log there. Log is gonna come down on top of the Hunter. Yeah, I just want to play it as late as I can because I knew I was like kind of down. We're just down 5 elixir, bro. It's not a big deal. Being down 5 elixir is completely fine. So I'm just using my Hunter there. He just goes in for his Ghost. And I might just go in for my Hawk Rider left hand side. Hawk Rider is going to be able to do some good work. I'm just going to go for my Wizard there. And yeah, now I finally thought he really has lightning. I mean, he could have still had something different, but he didn't. So I'm just going to go for this. I'm also going to go for the ability, but honestly, really cool defense. But as you guys can see, we're like really low on licks. And also, I'm not really too close to another Tesla. Imagine I would have had Tesla now. That would have been perfect, but I don't have Tesla now. So I have to go for my Mighty Miner there. Honestly, it's still fine. It's not as much damage as I kind of anticipated, but bro, he's always doing the same thing, and I can't break through. I'm trying Hawk Rise left. I'm trying Hawk Rise right. I'm just trying everything to get some damage. We get a Hawk Rider hit this time because he finally gets the King activation, which he didn't even need before. And yeah, I don't know, guys. So I'm just gonna go for my Tesla there, just like setting up early to have not the same thing, not the same problem as we had before. That he also have it in cycle in case he goes for his next RG. So he actually misplaced his Tesla, his lightning bow. So I was like, maybe this time we got a chance, bro. But I don't really think we got a chance this time. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Mighty Miner there in front. Just gonna go Hawk Rider now on the left hand side, I think. And yeah, but he will just go for the distraction. He of course he does play it really well, bro, but I'm not really feeling like I'm able to get like 2 towers. I'm just gonna try to go for another Hawk Rider there. I think we'll also be able to get one shot this time again. But also, of course, he has Evolution Voyage right now, so we're kind of like coming back into a situation. Of course, we're just like behind now, like 170 HP. But also at the same time, look at the push he has now on the board, bro. So he can just go for this. He can basically just go Lightning if he wants to. He actually doesn't go Lightning, so it's pretty nice and pretty lucky for me. So I have to go for my Tesla. The Tesla honestly does a pretty good job there. Really good Tesla placement. So how did we defend this? Now we're actually not looking too bad, bro. But he goes in for another RG, so I'm not really sure what I should have done there. Maybe I should have just gone for... Yeah, I should have just gone high Tesla and then Goblin's Ice Bird immediately. Because now he just goes on Lightning there and he gets like this one stupid shot, which is actually annoying. And I feel like in this type of sequence I lose most likely. So I have to win the next 2 games, otherwise I would be out. Like, I mean, there's still a chance, right? But we all know how it will looking. He can just basically cycle Lightnings if he wants to. Just goes an RG in the back. And yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, he just can cycle Lightning. He can do whatever he wants to. We all know it's over. I'm just going to go a lot of lock there. The Wizard, of course, is mainly in this deck. Or, like, in general, I would say. Besides if you're playing maybe in Giant, is mainly defensive cards. It's about the defensive value you're going to be able to get. But I have to go aggressive and just trying to get the maximum value out of that. I'm just going to go for this Ice. But he goes for Fisherman, bro. I don't want to give him Lightning value. But if I play my stuff too high, he will just able to... he was just able to go for like Fisherman as he does, so I'm just gonna go for my Illusion Wizard there. Goes on the tower, and so I'm saying good game as always. But now we're like we're back against the wall, and we have to win the next 2 games. So now next game against Lord Zap there, and we're gonna play this absolutely incredible Mega Knight deck. I feel like one of my favorite, like Mega Knight is just so good again. I just feel like in the last couple of matters or with the deck I just felt like kind of fall off the matter. But I feel like it's coolly back. And honestly, this is a really rough matchup, bro. He got G-Scale. Okay, of course, we got Arrows against Firecracker, but he got G-Scale and Guards, which do really well against me. And also got Poison, bro. Not even Earthquake. So this might be, or like, this is a really tough matchup in my opinion. So I'm not really 100% sure if I'm able to win this. Because I was like praying, hopefully it's not my MG Skelly Hawk Rider. But I'm just going for my Goblin Demolisher. Man, I just like Goblin Demolisher. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. I just feel like it's so strong. It gets so much value. It's also so spell resistant. So, honestly, as you guys can see, we're doing a really good job there. And now I'm going to do a really smart play because I'm just going to go bad. I'm also going to go Mine here, just apply pressure because I know his cycle is a bit awkward. And also, my Phoenix now respawns, which means he has to go for his Tesla. And he also goes in Hawk Rider. I feel like this Hawk Rider was a really huge main mistake there because I can just go for this here. Look at this Elixir, bro. He has Guards, of course, but I know that he's low. I know that he's low, so I'm just gonna go for my Phoenix there, I think, because I felt like it was the best choice. Because he doesn't have too much against air. He doesn't have like bats and so on, so he goes in like for his Cracker there. So I'm just gonna go for my arrows, but his arrows were so nice. You also had the Ice Split there, and now my Phoenix is completely on tower, and it's not like a full HP or like a full loaded Dagger Duchess. It's a Princess Tower, bro. So my Phoenix will actually get so much damage. We are kinda taking. I wouldn't say it's the win yet because we don't have a big spell and we have guards against miners, so and I don't really want to commit hours on top of the guards. But we're doing exceptional well now. So I'm just gonna go for my Ghost in the back here, and I think I'm just gonna go Goblin Demolisher or Archer Split. I'm not 100% sure there. I'm gonna be aggressive there. I don't know if that was the right play, but I think it's fine because my miner will get some decent amount of chip damage and also at the same time he has to spend a test. He has to spend guards. So I think it was the right choice, man. Old Morten was smarter than the Morten he is right now, the present Morten. So I'm just gonna go for this. I have to go arrows there. I was actually scared I would miss them, but of course I would never miss them. So I'm just gonna go for this there, and he just goes, and I think now for his Ice Bird, yes, and most likely yeah, G-Scale this time at the bridge. So I'm just gonna go for my Golden Demolisher. to make sure I have my Reganite ready, but I don't have it ready, so I have to go for this. Because I knew, I thought like, okay, he has Earthquake, right? But he doesn't have Earthquake. He actually has Poison, so he'll be able to get a ton of chip damage. So I have to go Miner now. And I actually didn't get this the pickup. I know why you would go in the middle, bro. I don't know why you would go in the middle. So we're going to be able to get some decent amount of chip damage. But I still have to be careful. So I'm just going to form a Golden Demotion at the bridge to kind of bait out G-Skelly. But look at this Archer's value, bro. Look at this Archer's value, bro. They're doing such a great job, man. And I'm also going to go Phoenix there just in case he goes on Poison again. So my bats wouldn't die immediately. And we're doing such a great job. Just going to go Arrows there. And now we have a deciding game to get to the monthly finals or not. Game number 3 against Lord Zep coming up, bro. And this, of course, gets decided by deck picking now. Bro, and I'm actually doing the biggest mistake I could have done in the $1 million Clash Royale League, bro. And I'm telling you, I accidentally played Dagger Duchess. Bro, because the thing is, like, you have to, I'm always, like, of course, building my decks in a dual set to make sure I don't, like, that I play every single card once and I have no duplicated cards in there. But I copied it into the wrong spot. I actually had like 4 of my 5 decks, which I had like in my profile or like my deck selection. I had like always like a dagger, the Princess Tower of course in. But here I kind of forgot with one spot and actually copied, I think, to the number 3 spot. And number 3 spot accidentally had the Dagger Duchess. So I'm playing with Dagger Duchess, bro. Dagger Duchess pretty sucks. I didn't see anyone using Dagger Duchess. I think like Lord Zep actually in the first match, like your 3 phases, like the second round of the round robin, he actually used Kenya once, but it didn't face any other tower besides the normal Princess Tower before. So let's see. I'm just going for my skeletons there, doing a really good job there, and like as you guys can see, a really good defense here. So I'm actually playing a really interesting deck, you guys might think, right? It's not a normal Packer deck, it's Packer Fisherman, bro. It's like not just Packer Ram Rider, because I didn't have like too many cards open. I was like going for Ghost first, but I didn't have Ghost there, so I didn't have Arrows there. So I actually had to craft a different Packer deck, which I felt like was working really well. I also didn't have Illusion Wizard, no Phoenix, so I felt like Packer might be really good against it, because also Guards, Tesla, and so on were out. Because I also kind of expected maybe to have a deck like, I don't know, like Electro Giant was still a possibility on his end, so I thought like maybe you will use this. So I actually had to kind of go in this way. Even had Lightning out, not gonna lie. I thought, oh yeah, even Lightning out. Yeah, he still could have played like a different E-Giant variation, but yeah. This is kind of why I decided to run a Packer deck. So I'm just gonna go for my Void here just to make sure to kill this. He goes in Packer at the bridge, Packer to kind of block this, but it doesn't really matter. And here I'm just gonna go for my Fish Boy there. And I'm also gonna go Evolution Skeletons using now this. And I think I'm also gonna go Packer. Yeah, I think I should have just gone for the ability, bro. The Packer was kind of racist. I should have gone for the ability. I'm also doing some mistakes here, honestly. I wouldn't say I was nervous. I would never say that, but yeah, I was pretty under focused, bro, because I knew I had to win this one. So I guess I'm just gonna go, yeah, I'm just gonna go ban into the left-hand side, the right-hand side. You guys will see the Dagger Duchess might cost me the game at one point, bro. Dagger Duchess is absolutely crazy in one of the sequences. So I'm just gonna go for this. And I'm just gonna go Packer there just to block this. Really good Packer. I'm also gonna go for a really smart Evo Zap to make sure the Evolution Ramp is not gonna do anything. I'm also gonna go now for, no, I'm not even gonna go Skeletons. I didn't even need them. So I just need one good push with the Rampart. I'm able to get the connection. This is what I know. So going for my Void there once again. Void is going to be able to get a good job here. And I think now I'm going to go Packer in the left-hand side. And let's see what it's going to do there. Is he going to go... I think I'm just going to go Skeletons there to kind of block the Prince. I'm always like kind of scared of Zap predictions, but to be fair, it wouldn't really matter too much. I think here on the right side, I'm just going to go for my Zap to make sure the Bandit gets resetted. I think this is really, really nice there. I'm just going to go for my Void there. He's also most likely going to go Void on my Little Prince, so Little Prince actually gets no value in this matchup. I think this is now the push there, actually, with the B Ram. So I'm just going to go for this here. I was like thinking about going to go for Zap. I'm like, bro, it's just like one shot, like with the Dagger Duchess together. But look at this, bro. How did it connect? And also, how did the Barbarian get so much damage? So now we're actually behind 1.4k damage in an almost mirror matchup. He had Prince, which I would say is pretty nice in this matchup. He had Skeletons, but this is not looking too good. Also, the Phoenix gets a shot, so I'm like, no, wow, we're looking so bad. I need a miracle to happen to win this one, bro. We need a miracle to win this one. So I'm just gonna go for this here at the bridge, which was like kind of, I was like, I don't know. I was like my last kind of chance there, so we don't get any damage. Of course, we don't get any damage, but here, if I'm just gonna go for this, and I have to get a Packer down there. So I'm just gonna Packer this time with my Fisherman. He wasted the Battle Ram. I was like, okay, this is a really wasted Battle Ram, so maybe I'm able to do something. I'm just gonna go Little Prince opposite lane to get the free card cycle going. You know I'm actually gonna go in there because I knew I had the evolutions. And I'm also gonna go for like my bandit there on the right hand side to even pressure a bit more. I'm also gonna go for my void now. He has to go zap on the right hand side, so we're gonna be able to get a ton of damage. I'm able to go for my next Rambite. No, this time I'm gonna go void. Perfect void volume. We do get the Rambite on tower, which is absolutely incredible. Because of the 3-card cycle. All of this kind of stuff just happened because I activated the 3-card cycle with the little prince. Looked like a small play, but it was actually huge. So, actually gonna go for this. I'm not gonna go for my... not gonna go for my void on top of the little prince because I have to get tower damage. I'm just gonna go now for my void there. I'm just gonna go for my zap. And I do get the Rambite tower here now. It's just like defending 4 more seconds. He's gonna give me the king. And we know it's over. GG's well played. We actually qualify for the next stage of the CRL monthly finals. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. I love you. And yeah, make sure you use CRL on the shop. Make sure to subscribe to the channel in case you guys don't want to miss any high level content. And see you guys tomorrow for next Clash Royale video or next Saturday for the Clash Royale League monthly finals.